What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I did that video the other day about why I love older iPhones, and I want to keep that trend going, dude. I don't just love older iPhones, I love older Androids as well. And my first smartphone I ever owned, that was actually a smartphone, was an Android for the most part. And dude, I love Androids. I own probably more Android devices than I own iOS devices, and albeit there's like a lot of devices that are like kind of in the middle. There's like some that are like dope and there's some that are just like average or whatever. I think it's so super important to kind of cover up all of them and just kind of hit on the most important parts of these specific Androids that I freaking love. Now the first reason why I love older Androids is the choices. You have so many choices about which Android phone to get. You know, with iOS, you don't really have too many. I mean, you can pick an iPhone 7 or iPhone 8 or whatever, but with an Android, you have so many different factors that plug into, which device you're going to get. For example, if you want a phone that's super big, you can have a very awesome, very big phone, that's not completely slow. But if you want a very small phone that's like, 4.5 inches or 5 inches, whatever, you can get that type of phone as well. And it's not like you're going to be giving up too much. There's just such a huge variety of older Androids that it's just unbelievable. You can get a phone with exactly what you want and with exactly what you don't want. And that's a beautiful thing about Androids, more specifically older Androids, because you have a much more variety to choose from, basically. Now, another huge thing about Androids that I love for, a buyer, I don't necessarily sell Android phones like I used to. I mean, I used to sell every single one I got. Now I just keep them because it doesn't really make much sense to sell them. The used prices for Android devices are crazy insane, because pretty much it's kind of a con for Android devices. They hit a huge depreciation at a certain point, but as a buyer, that's one of the best things ever, because you can go and pick up a 1-year-old flagship Android for like 60 to 70% less than what it cost the year before. So you can go pick up a Galaxy Note 9, for example, for like less than $300, which is pretty crazy. That thing cost almost like $1,000 when it came out. Even the Galaxy S10 that just came out, that thing you can pick up for less than like $500. You can probably pick it up for like $400 something, which is crazy. Even the iPhone XS and XS Max aren't really selling for around that price, and that phone came out way before that one. So it's a really bad thing for resellers, but it's a really good thing for buyers, and that's why I'm able to pick up so many Android devices, because they are so cheap to pick up in the first place. So picking up a Galaxy S8, a Galaxy S9, those devices will be so cheap to pick up. Even LG phones hit like crazy depreciation. It's insane. OnePlus devices tend to depreciate a lot less than LG devices, but regardless, I love Androids because they are so cheap to get. And it's not like you're skimping out on quality or anything like that either. Now, a humongous reason why I love older Androids even more than even some newer Androids is the development community behind them. With these newer Androids, I personally feel like less and less of people are kind of, more involved with them. Mostly because less and less people are kind of upgrading their phones. So there's less, attention on that phone, thus less development on that phone. But for a phone like the, like the Google Pixel 1 or the Note 8 or Note 9 or like even the LG G whatever, there's going to be a big community behind them because they're older devices, more people have their hands on them, and because of that you have a huge flux of you have a huge, repository of Android custom ROMs that you can get on basically all Android versions, which is awesome. A lot of people are like iffy on that. They don't know, they don't want to root their devices. They think it's, they're going to break their phone or whatever. As long as you follow tutorials to the T, you'll be fine. And that is a huge reason why I love older Androids. And older Androids tend to have more custom ROMs than newer Androids. So also, I kind of want to hit on some smaller minor things. Those were the big reasons. But a couple smaller ones, the micro SD card slots on older Androids that we don't necessarily have on the newer Androids. Some still retain it, but other ones, they tend to go kind of away from that. Also, headphone jacks. There's so many Androids that have so many headphone jacks, which is awesome. And you can even pick up some older Android phones that have, headphone jacks as well as USB Type-C as well as a micro SD card slot, and it's insane. And if you really want to get with it, you can get an even older Android phone that could potentially have, a removable battery as well. And that is like to the next level, honestly, because you can go pick up a Galaxy S5 or an LG G5 or even a Galaxy Note 4, whatever the case. You can go keep that phone for as long as you can, because that phone has a bit of capability. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but you can go quickly remove parts, replace parts, all that stuff, and that's really awesome. iPhones never had removable batteries that were super easy. You just pop off the back and you're done. Unlike Androids, you can easily do that, which is amazing. And like I said, the smaller little things kind of going on, inbuilt fingerprint sensor in some even older Androids, like the OnePlus 6T, for example, that's an amazing feature, and we have that capability on a phone that's, used and you can probably pick up for way less than what it costs now. Curved displays, you know, some people like that curvature in those displays, like the LG G Flex, for example. So you have that, you know, variety of phones to choose from. You know, maybe that's not your style. Maybe you want that flat type of design, like that's on like the Galaxy Note 8, for example, or you like that curved design screen that's on like the S7 Edge or the Galaxy S8 Plus or whatever the case is. Maybe you want like a phone with like dual displays like the LG V20. Like I'm telling you, there's like crazy things going out there. The Galaxy Fold, that's kind of a new one, but you guys kind of get the idea. There's so many little cool things with Android devices, more specifically older Androids, that make me really recommend a lot of devices that are Android. Even though I use an iOS device as my main phone, even though I love iOS, there's so many cool things with Androids, and to be one way, I feel like it's just like boxing yourself in. I used to be a diehard Android fan, and then I got an iPhone, then I used to be a diehard iPhone fan, but now I can afford both and I have both. And bro, I'm telling you, getting both and using both, I understand not everybody has that luxury, but that is one of the coolest things ever. Being able to use both of them are awesome, and Androids, dude, especially the older ones, there's so much value in them. So basically, dude, if you have an older Android, no matter what it is, maintain it, keep it. Don't feel like you have to go and upgrade your phone just because, you know, the Galaxy S20 is coming out or the OnePlus 87 is coming out and your phone's becoming, you know, you don't think it's good enough. Bro, all phones are great. I love every single one of them. And honestly, what I want to hear from you, dude, what Android are you rocking with right now, and what is your experience with it? How long have you owned it? I'd love to know your experience with your specific phone down in the comment section below. But that's pretty much it. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this video, but definitely hit that subscribe button. If you guys want me to do more of these type of videos, I usually do comparisons, all that stuff. If you want me to do more of these, let me know in the comment section or hit that like button, whatever. But hit that subscribe button as well. Every single subscriber that we get, I just popped my shoulder, but every single subscriber that we get really does count. It'll mean so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more important than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.